If you've opened your bank account early in the morning and noticed your Social Security payment already there, hours earlier than you expected, you are not alone. Over the past few months, more and more seniors have been asking the same question. Why did my Social Security payment appear overnight? And does that mean something has changed? Let me start by clearly reassuring you right now, within the first few seconds, because this is the most important part of today's video. Your Social Security benefit is not being cut, frozen, delayed, or secretly changed. There is no new rule that reduces your monthly payment. And unless you receive official notice directly from the Social Security Administration, your check and your personal information are not at risk. What is confirmed is that some payments are showing up earlier due to banking and processing timing. What is rumor is the idea that overnight deposits mean emergencies, clawbacks, audits, or new payment schedules. Today I'm going to calmly explain exactly who may see payments appear overnight, who will not, what is officially confirmed versus what is speculation online, and what, if anything, you realistically need to do right now. And I want you to know this up front. For most seniors, the correct action is simple. Stay informed, stay calm, and don't respond to panic-driven messages. Within the first minute, let me repeat the reassurance clearly, because repetition matters, especially with confusing topics like this. Your Social Security check is not automatically at risk just because it appears overnight. Early deposits do not mean your benefit amount is changing, and Social Security has not announced any across-the-board change to monthly payment schedules. If something truly affected your benefits, you would receive official written notice, not a text message, not a phone call demanding action, and not a social media post claiming urgency. Now let's talk about what's actually happening, slowly and clearly. Social Security payments have always been processed in advance. What many people don't realize is that the money is typically sent from the Treasury to banks before the official payment date. In the past, most banks held those funds until the scheduled release date. But over time, especially in the last few years, many banks and credit unions have changed how they handle direct deposits. Some financial institutions now make funds available as soon as they receive them, rather than waiting. This is what creates the appearance of an overnight deposit. It's not new money. It's not an extra payment. It's simply your regular benefit becoming visible sooner because your bank processed it early. This is officially confirmed. The Social Security Administration sends payment data in advance. Banks control when funds are released to customers. That part is not speculation. What is speculation, and often misinformation, is the idea that early deposits mean Social Security is testing new systems, identifying accounts, flagging beneficiaries, or preparing changes to benefits. None of that has been officially announced. So who is most likely to see Social Security payments appear overnight or earlier than expected? Typically, it's people who receive benefits by direct deposit and bank with institutions that advertise early pay features. Online banks, certain credit unions, and some large national banks now promote 2-day early or early morning access to deposits. If you've ever seen your payment hit your account at midnight, 2 a.m., or early morning hours, that's usually the bank's internal processing schedule, not a change by Social Security itself. Who is not affected by this? If you receive a paper check, nothing changes. If your bank does not release funds early, nothing changes. If you receive benefits through a direct express card, the timing generally follows established schedules unless officially announced otherwise. And importantly, overnight deposits do not apply to everyone, and they are not guaranteed even if you've seen them before. Banks can change their processing policies without notice. Now let's address the question many people are afraid to ask but are thinking quietly. Does this mean my Social Security information has been accessed, exposed, or compromised? The honest, confirmed answer is no. Early deposits alone do not indicate fraud, hacking, or identity theft. However, and this is important, scammers often take advantage of confusion. When people are unsure why something changed, that's when bad actors step in and try to create panic. Here's a real-life example. An older couple notices their Social Security deposit arrives overnight instead of later in the morning. The next day, they receive a phone call claiming to be from Social Security Payment Verification. The caller says there was an irregular deposit and personal information must be confirmed immediately. This is a scam. Social Security does not call demanding immediate verification, bank details, or Social Security numbers. The early deposit had nothing to do with the call, but scammers know people are talking about overnight payments, so they exploit the confusion. Let me be very clear and repeat this reassurance again, because it matters. Social Security will not suspend your benefits because you didn't answer a phone call, click a link, or respond to a text message. Any real change to your benefits comes in official letters or secure online notices through your verified Social Security account. Another rumor circulating online is that overnight deposits mean payments are being rushed out due to funding problems or system instability. That is not true. Social Security payments are funded and scheduled well in advance. There has been no official announcement indicating emergency processing, accelerated timelines, or payment system failure. If there were, it would be widely reported by official government channels, not whispered through comment sections. Now, let's talk about what seniors realistically need to do right now. And for many of you, this will be a relief. For most people, the correct action is to do nothing. There is no form to fill out. There is no verification process required just because your payment arrived early. There is no deadline tied to overnight deposits. What you should do is stay alert, not alarmed. Review your bank statements as you normally would. Make sure the amount matches your expected benefit. If something truly looks incorrect, such as a missing payment or an unexpected deduction, then you contact Social Security directly using the official phone number or website you already know. What you should not do is respond to unsolicited calls, emails, or messages referencing overnight deposits. Scammers thrive on urgency. They use words like confirmed, final notice, immediate action, and payment irregularity. Official agencies do not operate that way. Let me give you another example that's unfortunately common. A retiree sees a social media video claiming that overnight deposits mean Social Security is reviewing accounts and that beneficiaries must reconfirm eligibility. The video links to a website that looks official but is not. The retiree enters personal information, believing they are protecting their benefits. This is not protection, it's exposure. Social Security does not require online re-verification due to deposit timing changes. Any site asking for that information outside of the official SSA website is not legitimate. It's also important to understand that overnight deposits are not permanent promises. Some people see early deposits one month and not the next. That does not mean anything went wrong. It simply reflects how your bank handled that particular payment cycle. Social Security's official payment date remains the same. Another point that needs calm clarification is this. Overnight deposits do not increase your benefit amount. They do not indicate bonuses, back pay, or adjustments unless you received separate official notice explaining a change. Occasionally, people see a deposit earlier and assume it's extra money, only to realize later it's their normal payment. That misunderstanding can cause budgeting issues, so it's always wise to verify amounts before making spending decisions. Let's slow down and talk about why this topic feels so stressful to begin with. For many seniors, Social Security is not just income, it's stability. Any unexpected change, even a positive one like an early deposit, can feel unsettling because it disrupts routine. That reaction is completely understandable. Scammers know this. That's why they target moments of confusion rather than moments of clarity. So here's a simple grounding truth to return to whenever you see a new headline or video. Unless Social Security itself announces a change, your monthly benefit rules remain the same. Timing differences caused by banks do not rewrite federal policy. Now, I want to speak directly to viewers who may not have seen early deposits but are worried they're missing something. If your payment arrives exactly when it always has, that's normal. You are not being left out. You are not being delayed. You are not flagged. Different banks, different systems, same benefit. Let's also touch briefly on the difference between official confirmation and online speculation, because this distinction protects you. Official confirmation comes from SSA notices, Treasury updates, or verified government statements. Online speculation often starts with phrases like people are saying, reports suggest, or this could mean. Those phrases are not proof. They are signals to slow down, not speed up. I want to circle back again, yes, intentionally, to the core reassurance because repetition builds confidence. Overnight deposits do not mean your Social Security check is unsafe. They do not mean your identity has been compromised. They do not mean payments are changing, and they do not require immediate action from you. As we move through the rest of this conversation, think of this video as a filter. Any future claim you hear about overnight Social Security payments should pass through this filter. Has Social Security officially announced this? Did I receive direct notice? Does this request ask for personal information urgently? If the answers don't line up, you pause. Now let me share one more real-world scenario that helps put this into perspective. A senior notices their payment arrives overnight and later hears from a friend that Social Security is speeding things up because of changes coming. The friend means well, but they're repeating incomplete information. The payment arrived early because of bank policy. No change is coming unless announced. This is how harmless confusion spreads, not through malice, but through assumption. The antidote is calm verification. For those of you who like to stay proactive, there are a few safe steps you can take that do not involve panic. You can create or review your official Social Security online account using the known website. You can review SSA notices carefully. You can talk to your bank about how they process deposits so you understand their schedule. Knowledge reduces anxiety. And if you ever feel unsure, it's okay to pause before acting. Scammers want speed. Security lives in slowness. As we begin to wrap up, I want to leave you with reassurance, not urgency. Social Security remains a structured, rule-based system. Payments do not change quietly. Policies do not shift overnight without notice, and early deposits are not signals. They are timing differences. If you've seen your payment appear overnight, now you know why. If you haven't, now you know that's okay. Either way, your benefit is not in danger just because of timing. I truly hope this explanation brought clarity instead of stress. If you found this helpful, you're not alone. Many seniors are navigating the same questions, and calm, accurate information makes a real difference. Feel free to share your experience in the comments, whether you've seen early deposits or not, because those conversations help others feel less alone. And if you value clear, rumor-free Social Security updates explained at a steady, respectful pace, consider liking this video and subscribing. It helps this channel reach more people who need reassurance, not fear. Take care of yourself, stay informed, and remember, when it comes to Social Security, clarity always beats panic.